here, and welcome back to another episode of DC Payback's car build. Now, I'm still doing my own accounting on Payback since I own most of the cars in the game, actually if not all of them. But most likely, I'm gonna get this out of the way. I completely forgot that Alfa Romeo was in this game, and most likely I didn't realize it until I looked up on the Newsweek wiki, and I looked at the car list, and then I saw the Alfa Romeo, and I was like, oh no, I completely forgot about the car. Oh great. So most likely, just in case, I'm gonna get the bonus car out of the way first, and then I'm gonna be doing the most likely I'm gonna be doing the first manufacturer that I'm going to do, which is BMW, and then there's BMW, then Buick, then Chevrolet, then Ford.
Hey kids, one of my contacts says there's some abandoned cars lying around Fortune Valley. Some kind of house deal gone wrong maybe. Anyhow, you find them? Why don't you go in the round to the end?
Oh my god. K20 is insane, but it's not as insane as a B18. But then again, that's my personal preference. Alright, for those that don't know what the heck I'm talking about, or if you didn't bother buying DLC, let me show you the card I actually missed. It is right here. This is the card I forgot. The Alfa Romeo, the Alfa Romeo, it's called a Juwela? Julia? The Alfa Romeo, basically. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna be grabbing the BMWs that are in each of the list. So this is going to take a moment. Guessing, yep, that's the most wanted BMW. Jesus Christ, why do I have so many cars? There we go. Alright. So let's get the elephant of the room out of the way before we do anything else. First things first, wrap. But I'm gonna be changing the color since for the most part, as you guys can tell by now, it's, well, dark color, basically. So, most likely in Italian fashion, I'm going to paint this a metallic red. Because why not? Okay, so more likely here are the parts for the car. So we have a a power bulge, a giant power bulge on the car with carbon fiber louvers. And next you have I guess it's a race car type of hood. I can't remember. And then a carbon fiber with a vent that basically makes it look like an Evo. I'm not choosing any of those. And why would you give us the option to remove this good-looking grill for the car? Let's see. Canards. They're your typical race car type of canards. They're not crazy, but yeah, it's whatever, right? So in terms of wait, is that the well? My bad. Here's the front bumpers. Ugh. Um. Hmm. Hmm. What the heck? Why? Why, Ghost? Why did you give us bumpers like that? Ay, ay, ay. Hmm. I guess I'll go with this. It's the only one that looks a bit better than the rest. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say these like the DLC cars also have may have had extra headlights. But I'm not gonna choose extra headlights because I already bought one of them which is tinted. Okay, front fenders. Mm, Most likely, if you guys didn't notice by now, I want the wide body look. Because who doesn't love a wide body Alfa Romeo? Or Alfa Romeo, or wherever you guys pronounce it. Um, that. And what the heck? Right. You got a trunk. Maybe a trunk. Not, it looks like a chassis mounting, but it's more likely on the trunk. Okay, the wings are not that bad. Well, it actually depends on preference, but I actually went with this. I didn't choose any rear bumper because, for the most part, sometimes the sometimes the stock parts are a bit better. And then last but not least, oh yeah, you can actually have a carbon fiber roof on your car. It is not bad, not bad at all. All right. All right. In terms of wheels, they choose some really good wheels that they added to the game, but unfortunately, we don't have Rays, nor OZs, nor most likely. Okay, we do have more HRE wheels since, for the most part, it was really weird that they only add two. Let's just go with that. And car, and like the I have bags on the car, so is that. Anyways, that is the Alfa Romeo. Let's start off with the M numbers. So basically, um, oh yeah, give me a second. I really forgot about the other M3. And that. Alright, so when it comes to the M2, I don't have a preference per se, but most likely the problem I had with this specific model is that, alright, give me a couple of seconds to put all the M performance parts on the car. And yes, this car is also an air suspension. More likely, here's what happens if you put the M performance parts on the M2, which to me is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to an M car. See, more likely, hold on. You see that? It's backfiring, but it's not. There are no flames coming out. So yeah. And like the worst part about that is, yeah, all bags, and yet here we are. Like it's on bags, but it doesn't lower. In fact, this car can't even be lowered. See? That's the only problem I have with the M2. Other than that, it's a really good car to customize. I'm gonna be just, I'll keep it like that for a couple of seconds. Um, so most likely, right off the bat, I already know what I'm going for. I'm gonna be keeping this once again. I'm actually gonna be keeping the stock look for the car. Oh yeah. Let me paint this car white before I do anything else. So that's what that extra bit is. I'll keep it on just in case. So most likely my original plan is more likely for me to pay for myself to paint this car silver. Because why not? Um, Alright, going with the riveted look on the car. Actually, never mind. I think I could go with the molded wide body look. Yeah, that actually looks good for once. Right. I'm gonna be using the M2. That's the M Performance. Uh, oh yeah, completely forgot. We forgot about the rear bumper. Let's see. I might go with like something sell as this, basically. And then there's that. I was going to like actually customize this car. Alright. I might go for Cosmos wheels. Since most likely, since this car, most likely, since this is, wait, I think I might have a better idea. In terms of painting this car, alright. Behold, behold, we have, medieval silver is most likely what it's called. It's almost kind of like special silver, but it's a bit brighter. Hmm. Alright. Alright. And then, ooh. Oh my god, that looks sick. Alright. Jeez, that fitment. My god. Most likely, in terms of the wide body wise, it's not even that bad. Well, for the most part, it's molded, so it should be good. Um, what else is there? Do the do the splitter and the counter actually works. It actually works well with each other. So for the most part, we're good, boys. Then again, I was actually really surprised that this actually the M2 is supposed to replace the 1M series for the most part. Anyways, up next we have the M3s, the E46, the E30, and the E92. I got me start with the oldest of the three, and what about the go up to that? All right. god, dude, V30 is one of those cars that it doesn't matter what you do to it, it looks good. like, like it's actually the most insane vehicle I ever consider it to be a classic. I mean, it's really a good looking car. I know that for sure. Oh, snap. Okay. So basically, for the most part, okay, I need to stop saying that. Uh, Basically, the DTM wide body lifts the car, and most likely, most likely, you had, more likely the right parts, but then you want to lower it, but it doesn't lower. But then again, if it had to have many more cars with the panel kit, it will be the RX-8, the what's that called? The 3 Series of BMW. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, I was like, well, I'm already done with customizing this car. Hmm. But then again, it would suck if most likely if I own one of these and most likely I popped a tire by accident. It would just be a nightmare to deal with because it's like, oh wow, okay, so let's see, how to change the tire? Oh, I have to have this thing around 24/7, and especially if you do not want to get your car stolen because it's most likely easier to do this while no one is actually there. Anyway, wait, no. Oh, we're not the M4s yet. I have many more M3s to go through. So this is the E46, or aka the famous M3 GTR, or aka the BMW M3 CSL, aka aka the M3 of many names. So if you couldn't tell, I only have two of the variants of this. So most likely I have my clean cultured one, and then there is my Pandem variant of this. So I'm decided to choose the Pandem of the choose the most likely the one that fits the two. Now, for the most part, is you guys wondering, in terms of BMWs, which of the three is, which of the BMW is my favorite? Uh, well, if it doesn't involve in any game, I have to say, if it involves in one of the games, I'd say the M6 because the M6 is the best sounding one of the best sounding one of the M series vehicles. So there's that. Hmm. Oh, okay. So I know what one of the bumpers did. What one of the bumpers do. It literally gets rid of the rivets that are on the rear bumper. My God. Oh, there it is. So yes, in terms of wheels, I went with the Work Emotions XR7. I can't remember what the wheels are called. I just went with I just went with stereotypical works. That's most likely it. Alright. That many calipers? The answer is no, I don't. But I'm planning on putting on Willwoods anyway. And again, most of these cars look good when lowered. Alright, and last but not least, in terms of these, well, in terms of the M series, it's the E92. No, actually not the M series, but the M3 lineup. It is the E92. And, well, unfortunately, we don't have the E36 in this game, which is not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing as well. It's kind of a mixed bag, to say the least. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot, you can actually, ooh. I actually like that. I can, yeah, no, as, as, as much as I do love that, actually, I might as well go along with it. And I am literally, well, kind of broke. This is, um, I think I'll go with this. Alright. Refender, diffuser, and rare canard. What in the world? Alright, restricted spoiler. And yep, I'm actually broken. This is alright. So in the end, most likely this was before the RAM update. And yeah. I would have Cosmos wheels for this specific car only because they're most likely almost identical to the one of the rotor forms that they have there. So there's that. And all people living life in peace. Alright, and just let you guys know, this car doesn't have any M performance parts. Alright, now we're done with the M3s. We're going to the sequel to this, the M4. Now the M4 is pretty much it actually what it is a most likely a the M4 is mostly most likely the competitor to is most likely the Camaro, the Mustang, as well as the other other cars that most likely involve an engine that is bigger than 4 liters. Alright, and yes, I bought this car twice. Most likely, I love the car so much that I wanted to have 2 variants. One was this, and the other one was what I'm actually going with. And yes, I do have a Liberty Walk. I bought most of the parts of the car, so there's that. Had to go with purple. You can't go wrong with purple. Alright. This is okay, so the coolest part about the Vars canards is that you can have 2 of them with stock, or you can have one with either the Lewalk or the Duke Dynamics. Bumper. Oh, I'm tired. Up next, got the hood. Mirrors going in performance. And this is another Vars one. And then we're going with the most craziest thing in the entire franchise. Yeah, the Varus. Alright, so the wheels I went with is the 3DSM. And along with that, also got some Willwoods. for the car. So there's that. Alright, now we're done with the M4. Time for the M5. Now, most likely I've cosplayed my M5 as Bloodhound from the Tokyo Extreme Racer series. To go specifically, Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. And let's think, why Tokyo Extreme Racer 3? Why can't you just do Tokyo Extreme Racer 0? Well, I would, but I couldn't. Because, one, it takes just one. In Tokyo Extreme Racer 0, that's a race car. I don't even think that even counts. Oh, I think I'm wrong in the wrong M5. It is this. But yeah, most likely I chose the wrong one. 5 and 5. There it is. Yeah, no, I'm actually gonna be going with this, that. I'm going to give it rolled fenders. This is. I think they aren't rolled, they're just pumped. That's basically it. What else is there? Glitter. Dust. Alright, that's about it. And with the M5, I went with HREs. As a matter of fact, I remember in the auto show I saw a bagged, and I think it was either a 5 series or was it an actual M5, and it has that tuck in fitment. That's what I would say. All right, all was done. All we need to do is grab that M6, which is not in the off-road section because, I mean, yes, it was literally my fastest SUV, literally, but I'll wait for that a bit later. Alright, before I keep going, I'm actually going to grab the next car, which is a Buick, and then the Camaros, basically. Alright. So I once again into headlights, but this time I went full BMW. So that's literally the M performance parts. Nothing more, nothing less. And then again, the X6M was actually one of the weirder choices that Ghost made in order to add another SUV to the game. But most likely, I was thinking, but it's not an SUV, it's a crossover. Well, technically, it's not a crossover. Well, it's well likely the X series is mostly a truck. It's mostly trucks for it's BMWs for trucks. Ugh. Alright, that's everything. Oh yeah, there's also that. And this. Anyways. Nope. That basically it's not done about yet. Up next is the Buick Grand National, or AKA the most he's not underrated, uh, or AKA the sleeper of the 1980s, because it was beating everything and it's doing it with two similar cylinders less. So, you guys did not know this is a 3.8 liter V6. That is V6 that is turboed and makes around and yeah, it makes a lot of power for something that's called a Buick. In fact, a Buick was literally the fastest car for a particular reason. One way or another, it's ridiculously fast. Alright. Actually, here's the funny thing. The the funny thing about that is that literally people think that the C4 Corvette was actually the fastest car. Actually, no. People think that the the 959 was the fastest, but no, 930 was the fastest vehicle in the 80s. Well, it isn't. As a matter of fact, it's this. It's Buick Grand National. Anyways, up next we have the 19. Up next we went more back in time with the 1960s, and we brung a Chevrolet Camaro. And to be more specific, I love this Camaro because of two things. Because one, you can actually switch the what's it called? You can actually there are a lot of you could most likely the 67 Camaro and the 69 Camaro shared a lot of parts, especially the front end. Alright, up next, we got the newer Camaro, which is the 2014 Camaro. And the fun thing about this, actually it's not fun, but the cooler thing about this is that you can switch the front end. I don't know how that works, but this works for me. Right, give me a second. It's like, I'll let you people know that this isn't a Z28. This is it's not 01, the Z28 it's meant to say. Alright. I'm gonna leave this splitter on. Yeah, so the funny thing is that this is the only car I know that I went full stance on this muscle car. And it is most likely because of this. I had water forms on the car. Alright, if you just tuned in watching, I'm already done the bonus car because I completely forgot that one of the cars was supposed to be in the first car build, but it did, but decided, you know what, it's gonna be just fine. On these, I'll push the button and you're good. So there's that. Alright, I'll have a paint job for this car. Oh well. Alright. Up next, we have this, the Chevrolet Colorado, or aka you can lift this from stock. But before I can go on any further, I need the other Corvette. Oh, great. I completely forgot about this truck. Oh, great. Right. Alright. So in terms of what I'm going to be doing to the Colorado, and if you guys didn't know, the Colorado is actually recent, um, one of the recent DLC vehicles before they stopped, um, giving us DLC altogether. Anyways, what's funny about that is that when you first get the car, it's already like this, but you can lift it or you can slam it to the ground if you wanted to. But I'm actually going to lift this truck. Because then again, I absolutely love the front grille of this vehicle. Oh, and fun fact, there's fun fact. While I was looking through the actual thing of what's that called? While I was looking through the library of uh, on the Colorado, there was nothing, zilch, nada. So so for the most part, I decided to make my own type of wrap. In this case, is this monster wrap, and then like a day later, this this car gets a lot of attention, and probably because it's like my first ever thing of sharing a wrap that is from the newer vehicles. Right before I even do the Corvette, I'm actually Corvettes. I'm going to show you the craziest thing I ever done to a C10 truck. Make it as ridiculous as possible. This is so yeah. The truck. Now, this is actually one of the cooler things you can do in this game specifically. You can turn a C10 pickup to a C10 drift truck. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh good. Hold on. Oh yeah, we've got this truck actually has a bash bar. And, and by make if I make the vehicle as ridiculous as possible, I meant this. Right. So the wheels I went with are actual 1552 wheels. But back in the day, the car didn't have car. Well, I was trying to say is back in the day, they don't even have all-wheel drive yet, or 4x4. This is a truck you can actually haul while you're cruising. Oh yeah. Oh God. Jeez, that wine. No way. Happy fucking fly. Okay. My God. Alright. After the Corvettes is gonna be the Dodges, and then the Fords, which is going to be a long list of Fords. Like, what in the world? And most likely for the sake of... So, for the most part, you see, wondering if I should count the Viper as a Dodge. I'm going to count the Viper as a Dodge because it's literally SRT. Huh. That doesn't look that bad at all. Huh. I'm gonna keep the original core. Yeah. God dang it. It's just- but now, but now that I think of it, this is my first ever cosplay car, other than the actual. Um. So what I do in terms of the Corvette? Well, I try to find the exact wheels, and I looked them up. They're BBS arcades, but then it just hits me that there are no BBSs in the game. So I had to. So in most likely the result is me using HREs. But then again, there are two voice centers that looked exactly voice center wheels that are actually looking the same. Alright. Last but not least is the Grand Sport, but before I can do anything else, where is the Viper? Viper, Viper, Viper. I know you're thinking, dude, the SRT Viper doesn't count. Well, unfortunately, it does, because this is SRT, this is an SRT 8, and this is just a regular Dodge Charger. But then again, alright. Now, in terms of parts, there are many. Alright, I would say, did I mention I do not like the can arts they have for the Corvette? The one there is Power Design, which is the company that I actually saw during the auto show, and it was, actually it doesn't look that bad. It was, one was blue and the other one was red. One had gold wheels. Let's see, the red one have, I think the red one had black wheels, and then the other one had gold wheels. And if I remember correctly, also went with HREs, but this time it's a different rim. Huh. You know, it doesn't even look that bad. It actually looks pretty good. And it's got hiding interior just because. Alright. Now let's start with the oldest of the two, being, the oldest of the three being this 1969 Dodge Charger. Hmm. This is a 1969 Dodge Charger, which you can actually switch and switch parts around, and you can actually get a 1970s Dodge Charger. Was most likely you can have that or the 71 with the questionable taillights at best. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about these. I mean, I seriously don't get I get the point of those taillights. Oh yeah, I went with different weld wheels for the car. It actually looks really good. Alright. Next we're getting we're grabbing that Dodge Challenger and we're literally just be making a Liberty Walk car Science CSR2. This is not great. Seems like that. Alright, I'm back. And where was I? Oh yes. So the Challenger is hurt, let's see. Most likely this year's model, they got the red eye, which is literally the HC with a demon engine. That's most likely it. And the question is it that bad? Well, it's not that bad. It actually looks really good. It's just the fact that you rolled it. Okay, so it's not bad per se, but then again, this vehicle can drink up a lot of gas. Okay. Alright. Last but not least, we have the Viper. Where's my... Okay, there it is. Alright. So now we're getting to the... Now we're getting to the powerful stuff. Because this Viper came with a 3-liter, not 3-liter, a 8.4-liter V10, and its goal to make as much powerful, not much powerful, to make as much power as possible. If you're wondering what the heck did I just do, I actually wanted to recreate the Viper ACR. Alright, and then there's that's alright. There we go, that's the inspired uh Viper ACR, which is still a SRT Viper, which I count as a Dodge because SRT was most likely is part of that group, whatever. Anyways. So the wheels I went with for the Viper is far center. Specifically, it's these wheels. It's they're most they're the most closest I can get for a Viper ACR. Alright. And the last copy that I'm going to customize is literally Ford. Wait, I think I'm missing something. Do I have a Fox body? Fox body. I don't have a Fox body? What in the world? Huh. Well, this is problematic. The only time I needed the Fox body. Oh, great. Oh, great. Ay, ay, ay. Let me grab my, let's see. I'm gonna grab this Mustang here. And the car is fully upgraded, so I should be good. Um, but just to fill up a bit, I'm actually going to be driving the Ford GT, which is right here. And as well as the 1932 Ford. Alright. Alright. To the transmission mission. to the transmission mission. Oh my god. This is
All units be advised. 1 out of 13 is in a code 3 pursuit. All available units, please respond.
Oh my god. What in the world is happening? Oh, come on, no!
I'm never gonna hear the end of
God
this.
dang it. Well then. Ay, ay. Well, I guess I know what. Well, like, we already know how to make a bit of money in the first place. And most likely is literally before I even gone. You know, I have like a giant advantage because I'm using this Z240Z, and that car is gonna come in a bit later when it gets really interesting. Because we're doing all the car. I'm going to be doing it by ABC order, and then most likely I'm going by body kits, and not to mention also going to be going by um their era. And for those that say that, oh, this is gonna be clickbait, well, newsflash. I wasn't planning on customizing 240Z until I get to a specific timeline and specific episode. So there's that. Oh my god. Hold on.
Oops, now my gravity. Bow down, baby.
Hmm. Alright. I ended up managed to grab 20 grand off of that. And I ended up getting 25 grand out of that as well. Oh, great. Oh, come on. Alright. Oh, great. I just realized it's not enough. What in the world? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Alright. You know what? I might as well. Wait. Oh, right. I just realized. Wait. I think I'm missing something here. And then turns out that I literally just had enough to, um, do one of the missions. Alright. So before I do anything else, I'm actually going to be customizing the newer Mustang first. Alright, Smoke. Might as well go as Jingle Bells since it's almost the holidays. Uh, yeah, this is what this is what my Mustang looks like. All right. see if I can find the wheel that have, that this car have. Not been a big issue. Oh yeah, ITRs. Oh wait, SSRs. He was like, wait a minute. So yeah, I didn't went with RTRs, I went with SSRs. Alright. Alright, it should be easier for me since, well, it's now daytime and most likely I don't have to suffer because of that. This is, alright. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Alright, time for me to start. Oh, great. Nope. No, most likely, this is how I make my money in this account. I repeatedly do this or the, what's that called? I either do this mission or this is the last mission for the 1% club. And most likely, I usually cycle this until it reaches 13, 14, or 15. And I mostly go...
All units, 1 out of 13 is in pursuit. All available units, please respond.
Oh my god. Oh,
Subject is stopping.
186 with TC, our unit's down. We're out of pursuit.
Subject vehicle contact. 835. We just hit them hard. 1 out of 13. Our vehicle is wrecked. We'll need a new primary unit.
Primary unit can't continue. We need a new vehicle available.
Control, this is 1 out of 35. We'll take primary.
186, our patrol car is disabled after TC. Copy.
Now heading westbound through Marshall to Tunnel.
Copy that.
Ha, what a sight.
Need to tow. Vehicle's out of pursuit. Attempting kill switch. They just came down hard on the ground. They dropped like a rock. Now heading southbound, approaching the Marshall Observatory.
Copy that out of 35.
Out of 13, we drop behind. Out of pursuit for now. Subject vehicle just dropped hard after being airborne for a moment there.
Control, Adam 6. Our unit is down. We're out of pursuit. All right. Copy.
Collision with subject. We've got a damaged unit.
Copy. Control unit, be aware of potential collision with the subject.
oh my god.
1 out of 35. Travel now.
Now heading northbound through Mount Providence.
Copy that.
It's 4 miles to go.
One out of 35, our unit is down. We're out.
Oh my god.
Please identify.
1 out of 13, we'll take primary. On subject now.
Control, Adam 6. Our unit is down. We're out of the pursuit. Copy.
Reporting damage from collision with subject.
See ya.
1 out 30, my car is totaled. I'm out of pursuit. Subject is coming to stop.
Oh. oh god.
Now heading westbound through Cohen Tunnel. Subject crashing into traffic here. Control, we're using the subject.
I'll get you for that.
813, we need to tow. Our vehicle is moving.
I believe I can fly. Oh snap.
I'm gonna try and find a way around. This is 1 out of 35. No more units in pursuit. Subject, need a record.
Alright. Jeez, man, challenge failed? Well, obviously. Alright, since I have enough to buy a Mustang Fox body, I might go for the drag dealership. Because, well, I only have one Ford. Let's see, I have two Fords in that category, but it does. But as long as there's three, we're good. Okay. My God, radio. Alright. We got a lot to go through, so I already did the newer Mustang, so most likely it'll be more appropriate if we do the newer Focus, the newer F-150, and I think that's it. If I remember correctly, Focus RS. Oh wait, found it. And then we can go retro on for this episode. Alright, so the Ford Focus RS. This is actually one of the most, it is more likely, everyone has this. It's like, and for the most part, it's like your first car as a YouTuber. You can have something that's really cool, or you can have something simple. Oh, side skirt. Ooh, oh, snap. Not to mention, the work wheels are all the way at the back. And yes, I went with those. The Workmeister Mesh ones. I'll be right back. Let's see. And I'm back. Alright. So up next is the one, the only 4GT, and when I was okay, here's my story. So most likely, I was looking through the car list on DC Payback before the game actually releases, and I was looking at the list. I was like, wait, 4GT, the newer 4GT? There's no way. And then turns out it actually came true. It was the actual 4GT that released around 2015. Yeah, the game. Yeah, for the most part, it came out in 2015, but as a 2016 model. So it was something like that. And I saw this car in the auto show. God, I do regret putting bags on the 4GT. And yes, I had a Golf design for this car. Alright, last but not least, it is the big truck itself. The Ford F-150 Raptor. That will likely that gets the same power. Not same power. The same exact engine, but with a twist. Alright. Likely, this truck also has gotten the same treatment as the Colorado. 1552s on a truck. Not even that bad. Great. Nuts. It looks more violet than purple. I was like, wait a minute. Alright. So for the most part, all I had to do is the Mustang, the 32 Ford, and then, you know, wait, the retro Stang is supposed to be next. more likely, I think it's a good idea. In terms of wheels, I'm actually going for RTR mesh. Yeah, no, I'm actually going to be keeping it with dry height. Hmm. Alright. And that is a VATS build for the car. Alright. So most likely all I have to do is to my cars and I'll be done. We will be done for today. So the the Ford Mustang. The Ford Mustang was one of those cars that is really iconic, but at the same time looks really good when the car was out back in the day. Alright. Now when it comes to the Mustang, it also has many variants. So for example, this right here is the Boss CO2. And then after that's the Boss 351, then there's the Boss 429, then there was the Mark 1, and there's another one in, what's that called? And there was another, another type of Mustang in SEMA. It was, I think it was called the Mark 40, which is literally a GT40 with the with a Mark 1. I say it's a Mark 1 body with a 4 GT chassis, and then also has what's it called? It has a lot of similarities to the most likely the fenders are based off the Corvette. I don't even know. But anyways, last but not least, I have to grab it just in case. And that, oh man, I can't believe I missed out on one of the Mustangs. This is, I missed the 1965 Mustang, not this is about the 1970 Ford Mustang. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yep. Yeah, I can. Yeah, for the most part, I was completely surprised about this. As a matter of fact, I'm actually surprised no one didn't bother making the um, newer monster designs. But then again, and I think I'm reading too much of this right now. But honestly, I'm almost done actually. All I need to do is 1932 Ford, and then you should have it correctly. Alright, so most likely you're gonna get this a bit accurate. Yeah, you have to put the gold 5052s on to the Mustang. Alright. Alright, now I got the 65, that's the way. It's time to customize, well, great. I can't believe I forgot about I hate doing this, man. I hate when I forget stuff. Alright, we're grabbing the 1932 Ford's buff cousin. No one has the best cousin's F-132, but first things first. Time to build the most customizable car in the entire game. Literally. I think if you guys did not know, you can press square to remove the hood of the 32 Ford. Alright. And at least, I don't think there's anything to customize other than just... Oh yeah. Apparently, in this game, the car has already came with a carbon fiber hood, which is uncommon on cars like these. But then again, I could not imagine. I could imagine that this was in SEMA, and this wins. Oh god. Yeah, actually, this will make sense since most of the cars in this game have a lot of potential. Yeah, this car couldn't get light enough. Had to, for the most part. Wait, can I? Ooh, I can actually move this, but I like that being there. So yes, like the Viper, I'm counting the Beck Customs of 132 as a 32 Ford, since, well, one, it's literally the same chassis, basically same everything. Anyways, let's get out there and see what the Beck Custom is. Jumps. Angle your car in the air for better landings. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Anyways, the car kit. So, the Payback Customs F132 is a custom built V8, which has 5.9 liters. So basically, it's a 6-liter V8. It's not actually aspirated.
Billionaires Row's House Central. That don't mean I won't own the road.
Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. And this car is infamous in Need for Speed 2015 because because the car actually is what it sounds like. It's a beast that was like the scare beast. Yeah, beast. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, all you guys do this video, leave a like, subscribe, and not to mention, please, and I mean please, leave a comment down below what you want to see next. And also follow me on Instagram at Gotcha24/7 Sun. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.